Hello, my name is Heather Barnstead, and today I'm doing my week 4 reflection on collaboration. And we've gone over several different activities, and I just wanted to talk about a couple of those that I found to be my favorite strategies up to this point. So, one of them was definitely the marshmallow challenge. It's interesting for me to see how young people can come up with sometimes better ideas than older people, which is sort of the opposite of what you would think they would be able to do. But given the right circumstances, it can be a very powerful lesson and helps students become more excited about working together when they can accomplish something. Because alone, I've found that you don't get as much accomplished as if you have a really well oiled group together. There's sort of a magic that happens. So, definitely the marshmallow challenge. I think it would be fun to get all those supplies uh, in my room and get it all set up and see what they could come up with. Lots of things to learn, lots of different ways to apply that one as well. I also found it very interesting about the grouping. And I know that when we were doing our projects from week 3, we had to use different types of collaborative tools and things. And so I was wondering how we were grouped, if it was just random or if we were set up with certain people. And so that's kind of the fun of grouping because the students don't necessarily know, but they get the chance to meet somebody new and different. And the more different people that they can work with, the better they'll be able to work in the real world, in their classrooms, in college, in their community, in their families, and so on and so on. So I really think that it's important that we pay very close attention to that. And one of the student lessons that they presented literally had directions on how to put your first group where you have maybe your most struggling learner and then your top learner and then on down, and so that you kind of know, okay, group one probably needs some special attention, but they also have some great support there. And I thought that was cool. I'm also kind of an Excel geek, so I love the fact that they put it into Excel and we're able to mix it up that way, as well as add color, because I think that people definitely identify with, say, a team within a classroom, and having a color, and maybe they can come up with a name and things like that. But overall, I think it's some pretty interesting activities and I'm enjoying it. I feel like I'm finding that I talk about collaboration a lot more. And in today's society, I feel like we have to do that. I feel like it's kind of a lost art, but that we need to be open to listening to other people's points of view and seeing if we can't make something better out of the world. So it's our job to show them why it's beneficial to cooperate and to collaborate. So, and how am I going to implement this in my class? I do a lot of different strategies right now. They're not always in the curriculum, but I find that definitely gets the kids excited and it's a much more happy environment if you can do some of these things. Um, but definitely the marshmallow challenge I would like to try in class, get the supplies for that one. But currently, I do some different challenges where I might give them a problem. Say, Annapolis has a lot of flooding, they don't have enough parking. Um, Come up with some solutions, and we use manipulatives like Legos and things like that, where they can come up with a product and then they present it. And so it would be fun for me to do the marshmallow challenge because I'm kind of already familiar with how to do that with the Legos. But this would really add a competitive spirit, and it's a very simple design. So it's not hard to tell who wins and who loses, or can we pull out the best parts of each. And definitely with the grouping, that's probably one of my harder areas. Um, I can do it for an observation and I can do it kind of randomly, but to really have a plan with who you're grouping, I would love to be better at that. So I think I'll probably try the Excel one first because that is easy for me and I understand it. So thanks for listening. This is my week 4 reflection, and I appreciate your time.